This last year, since I wasn't gonna come in here, but it's always so good. I want to, I guess I was giving Harry a little while to call me, but he hasn't called me yet, so maybe he can't, they're not gonna make it, because he is a little bit far away. So maybe he's thinking like it's kind of far, I don't know. He was the one, this morning, he's like, let's do our thing. And I was like, okay. I was like, just call me. He saw it, and then he hasn't called me. Look at this. He probably will. It's still early. I do things very fast and early. Sideways tried it, which was not there last year. Look at that. It's one of the reasons I like to come back to this. Wait for this, okay? It's right there. You guys, this is their teepee, and I can show you all of the evidence to back it up, which is their number one thing. They take a trident and they turn it like this. I show it to you every single day, whether I point it out or not. It's on the camera every day. And then this one just happens to be on a stump. That's why I love here, because they're so blatant. Let's go see. It could be interesting. Oh my God, it is interesting. Look, that wasn't there. Harry, look at that. You guys wait for this. There's stuff in there now. Look at the new one. This is what they do. So I used to teach this to the other researchers that were all across the world finding these teepees, especially the UK, Netherlands. And the one way to always tell they did it was the long extra one. This is part of their language. They're taught to do that. And this has been added on to it. Do you know how long it would take me to go get those rocks and then lug them up here? And then just to lay them like that? I don't think they did that. I don't think the guy that came up here with these baskets did that. Unless they're not from now. You know, it's a very strange thing, you know? Why can't it just be some Walmart basket? This is strange to me. There's a rock on a stick that barely moves. This is quartz, you guys. This is why I know. This guy was up here with them, so in other words, I think there's somebody that thinks he knows about this. See, look, it's all the bones. So weird, you guys. Unless one of them does this kind of thing. Who has this? These are perforated bottoms. Wow. If that was human, I'd be like, oh, you gotta be kidding. I don't want it to be, because some of these are extremely old, you guys. That's petrified. It's almost like a piece of metal. Wow. Look at. My guess, this is my guess. Somebody found this, right? The dude's off his rocker by what he brings up here. Probably knows about this, and then thinks he has some special thing with them. And maybe he does, you know, that's the thing. Well, do I immediately want to be defensive and be like, these are my guys? No, a little bit, but not really, no. I mean, what if that guy knows what I don't? See that boulder there? Look at the walk-in, you guys. This is so big. They're always here. I saw them right here with my own eyes. Well, he was down there, like 500 yards down there, not even. I had walked through there and then came back 15 minutes later. That was the shocker to me, that he was there when I came back, not when I went through. It's like, how could they not have known? It's one of the most unbelievable seats I've ever found. And I busted him on it. You guys, I saw him get up with my own eyes. It's the craziest thing happened right here. And they know. Grafted on a trail marker. Ow, I keep getting bit. I always end up doing this same thing. You guys have seen a similar video like last year or 2 years ago, because I only did this today because it's on the way. Here it is again. See, this boulder's theirs. I know it is by all the trail markers behind it. There's too many, and a trident leaned up next to it. There's something to this boulder that we can't understand. And then there's more bones, which is really, really weird, you guys. This isn't normal, okay? This is just not normal. Should we freak the guy out? Like, and he comes like, I knew they touched it. He's gonna go back and do a whole video. He's like, I'm the best at this. They touched my bones. Look, glyph, that's a glyph for sure. Glyph of the day, Brian Bland. Pork and beans. You guys check out those guys. I don't see their podcast much. I would, but I follow, Brian's page and always, he's cool. Like when I go to share like a post, I don't overspam them, but he approves it like instantly. So anytime I see Brian's stuff, they have asked me on the podcast. I probably would go on with those guys. I think it's maybe almost time. I've never done a podcast. Do I want to? Not really. I don't see the point in it. What is in there? Yes, what is going on here? What is going on? That's a bone. Like really old, you guys. Like something you'd hold in a museum. Like tens of thousands, a million years old or something. Where that's something you might come across in the forest. It's a deer, I believe. I don't know what that is. This guy is off his rocker. Like, I'm serious. Like, what do you don't need? Look, you guys, the walking in here is insane. Like, this guy knows. There's no way there's rocks there and there's rocks in the teepee. Are they setting it up to look like, if they are, they're doing a great job at it. The only reason I say this is because I see they do it all the time where they try to cover where it's getting blatant, where people are visiting them stuff. They start putting, cans and stuff like that they find because if they found that stuff somewhere else, they could use it and put it here to make it look like a human's here. So in other words, this is just a theory. Like if you show up at that teepee, instead of becoming Colorado Bigfoot, you might be like, oh, this guy's just here. He built a teepee and he does bones. You know what I mean? So there could be a cover there. It really could be a cover there, you guys. I have never seen anybody up here in 11 years, much less in the forest, at a teepee bringing boxes of bones. So I find it highly unusual. I know it's very hard to, you want to kick in your common sense. I get it. This is too crazy right here. This is right above the seats. Actually, that's not true. They're over there. Right, look at that. Look above the seats. This is all new. Look at that, Ben. Oh, there's a whole thing of structures here. Because look how this is open and all disturbed. There's a trident leaning uphill right there. A big one. This is an arch. All right, and then watch. Look at this one. The road's right there. Boom. You could never access here from that road. It's a very skinny one. So there's no way anyone's ever parked and walked up this mountain right here. You can't do it. And you wouldn't do it. You guys, this is too good. Here's their highway. You guys, I'm willing to believe. You got to just go with me on based on experience here. That those bones are somehow brought from somewhere else. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Look at this, you guys. Look at this is where they're walking. Check out the structures. This has always been right there, but not like this. It's never had the mulch, and it's never looked like that. These are blinds. Look, blind, blind, and one blind. See what it does? Look how it's blinded exactly at the road. because you'd be surprised at the distortion of the view you get that way looking at that blind. Here they are right here. They're all just sitting right here. Whoa. Look at their highway. I busted him. This is where he ran to, up here. Right to here, I swear. Well, this way. I'm still further than I realized from it, actually. It's still 500 yards away. I just realized where I am. You guys, this has never been like this. Check this out. Look at this. Because you know what it is? Someone new moved in here. It's always been an established spot. But now, look. I can't, if I say where this is, it'll be blocked. 300 people will see the video at the most. Look at this trail, you guys. Look how all the sticks are off of it. This is them. Trust me, I know these guys. I have seen them with my own eyes. Yes. Look. This is where the real deal happens. I don't know how. Because I had already been there. It's like I come through here, right? Go all the way out, do like a little video, and 20 minutes later come right back through here, and then he's just sitting right here. That was the weirdest part about it. I didn't think that was possible with them, like for me to walk through and then they didn't know it or something. So weird, unless somehow it was done on purpose to help teach me. You guys, look at this. That's an X. That bend is an X. Right? And then watch. Yes. I don't have anything on me. Look, notice how nothing's touching the ground. Man, they're walking like crazy through here. You guys, I think I think things are changing. I remember having the most like surreal type of experience back down in here. I did the same type of walk one day, and I was like way in there. And I just sat down on this seat. It's on video. And on this tree, there's this incredible seat back there. And they were like all around me, and then like something happened where I forgot. They like took it away. Like I was seeing all of them, and you wouldn't. That's why I keep telling you, you wouldn't believe what I've seen, what I've been in, what I've done. It's a shame that the world's like that, you know. It's made it that way so we can't help each other, so we can't share. How do you not believe like me? It's crazy. I think 99% do, but I think that's not enough for me. It should be everywhere. It should be even if you're the meanest person in the world. Like, oh, you know, I don't like the guy, but I believe him. Because you would never not believe me. I've never said anything. Sometimes, like I just said, like about how they could bring that stuff, those rocks and boxes, and make it look like it's a person. Like, yeah, that maybe, but here it is right here. Look at, there's even a little leaner on that boulder. You guys, this is just being made right here. The only other, want to hear a crazy theory of the bear running away, or the guy running away? Because he tried to act like a bear, but he couldn't. His legs were misbalanced. Like they weren't the right length. So as he's trying to be a bear, I yell at him, "You're not doing a very good job at pretending." I scream it at him. to get him to stop doing it. And it just hit me now. I was thinking, I was like, what if, like after, because I had just done this whole breakdown at that seat before I came back. What if, you got to think like this, just in case. What if, like they're like, he can't know to tell people about this seat. And they set that up so when I came back, that he was there on purpose and then was going to run away like a bear, so I would think that those seats are from a bear. But I don't think so because of the relationship I have with them. I just don't know about every one of them, you know? It's like, he has to know about me. He has to, so. You guys, not only is that boulder, here's more while walking. Who walks here? It's not animals. Look, that's that trident that's on that rock. It's on a trident. Oh man, why do it have to be me? Oh no, 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 no. No. Those glasses are worth more than me. And they were a gift from Nick. In fact, I sent a text message just about these glasses today. Who's ever seen the video with Callie and I was way up in these mountains and I zoomed down into water like that, and you get to see something go in between the rocks, like a serpent type of thing, like a water being. So if you don't think the water beings are real, even here they're real. Even in a place like that, usually you can tell. The rocks will be awkwardly set up. It's almost like they belong. Whatever's in that water belongs to these guys. I think that I said pets once, and they said no pets. Brothers. That's what they told me. They have no pets. They told me, very distinctly told me that. Now I don't know whether that's true, but he said he wouldn't lie to me. But I mean, you know, there's a certain look at that stick is there. There's a certain, you know, interpretation problem sometimes. Let's go, long zoom it. Oh my, look at that first zoom, you guys. If I could only tell you how much I know, what I know about over here. They don't let you talk about it on the internet. You guys wouldn't believe what's kept from you. For entertainment purposes only, they love you. You're the first ones they would call with the new secrets. Isn't it funny? I was seeing something about it's just regular life stuff. Like someone said, "Is this true?" Like someone had died or something, and then all the comments said, all of them. I filmed it actually. Said it wasn't on the news. 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 That's all they said over and over and over and over again. I was just like, it is amazing that these people don't believe anything unless it's on the news. Like, legit, you guys. It might be hard for you to see because I'm on the inside of things here, and you're on board, so it's hard for you to maybe understand that. Is that a face? Like, what could that be? You guys. Blatant. It was the best. That's really the only reason I do this. I don't even have a wonder in this. I just want to know who the best is. I'm just teasing. Remember someone said I did a dancing video once, and I don't dance, I don't do anything. They don't understand where I had just been that day and what happens to me and stuff. And she's like, "This is why no one takes you seriously," or something. She said, or something. I was like, "Excuse me?" I said, so what that told me was, okay, so what she wants is what everyone else does. They put on an act for you. They got an intro. They're going to put this whole act on and speak a certain way. So in other words, the whole world's lying to you. Even the people that you love, he's lying. They're acting when they turn their video on for you. They're on their best behavior, saying exactly what the algorithms and what mainstream wants them to say. And then that person wants me to conform to that. Don't you realize I'm the only one that doesn't do that? You shun away the only real people. It's an unbelievable thing to me. I'm sitting here dedicating my entire life to you, and you're criticizing me because I'm not lying and acting and providing you with nonsense. Isn't it a crazy, crazy world? These are some of the lowest IQs. It's a fact now. It's come out. We have the least intelligent human beings to ever, like, they compare them to less than like our cavemen, which is not even really true, were actually really smart. They just didn't know how to speak. You know, they weren't like, hey, yo, what's up? But like their thinking process was like top of the game. They were incredible beings out here. Humans, their first humans. We are at the dumbest of the dumb now. Remember, we are generations and generations into alcohol and drugs, and we are the result of that. There's your secret. Blatant. Look at that, you guys. Look at the face underneath it. I filmed that with them all behind it. That was the day they had me and Brandon helped the lady that fell off a cliff. They turned my car, everything. It's all on video, but you won't watch it, will you? The world beats you. How does that feel? When you don't believe things and you especially when they're the most honest person you're ever going to hear in your life. This is something that's wrong with you. You've been beaten by the system, by the world. There is no other reason. So not just once, but twice now, I filmed them beyond perfectly over there. Not here, this is a new spot, but I wouldn't go above it. Never has that been disturbed right there before like that. Here has, though. It's one of their spots. I got them up in the trees right there. Like real Bigfoots, like real Bigfoot heads. They were actually up in the trees in ways that you don't understand, like not a way you think. Not a way you'd have to be there. Remember, the biggest piece of advice I could give to any human being after meeting these guys is stop, and I'm being totally serious, lose your ego. Stop thinking that you have any grasp on anything. You are more confused than you could ever imagine. What happens is our brains need to fix that. And then we start to come to conclusions just for closure, but we're always wrong. And that's how humans walk around, completely in the wrong. And this could be the best person in the world, but down this best person in the world has to walk around with false information. She knows nothing. And she's living her life because she's had to, by default, her brain has demanded it some kind of closure on these topics. Like, do I believe this? Do I believe that? What is this? What is that? And then what happens? Your TV and your life and books mold you into nothing. So you're happy just sitting home smoking cigarettes. I think that's right there, so more to the right is where I got the ones with the, up in the trees, up there somewhere. I can't remember where I was standing when I did it. I haven't seen anything yet today, like even magic. Now watch this. Look how interesting, you guys. This is the disturbance. Okay, this has been really disturbed in the past. They're letting it go to let it grow back. And now they're really going to disturb something like over there. Look at all the sticks. It's just random, unbelievable sticks, right? The trails. All the time, every day, someone's walking in and out of here. And then look where this goes to. There, again, there's your views. Just disturbances on all of the grass. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Okay, there's an X. That's at the teepee. There's a glyph. I'm starting to think that they tricked me. All of us. That there is nobody that found this place. Although it's possible here. That's the thing. I still don't believe that guy, I think that they used these crates to bring those rocks up. I don't know a human being on earth that would bring these rocks up from the river, you guys. It's too many. He would have done it 20 times. It would take you an hour each time. And it's almost impossible to get down to the river once you get close to it. I'm really suspicious of this, okay? I really don't want to make something of anything. I'm too sensitive to to stupid people. So I don't want to feel like arguing with people, but that's a little bit unbelievable to me, you guys. Let me do a quick short. It's right back in there. I saw with my own eyes. It's a crazy, crazy thing. I mean, it's not, we know this has happened more than once, but let me tell you, to see without the magic and he has to pretend like he's not one of them, it's nothing quite as cool. By the way, I've seen it again this year. The most amazing way you could ever imagine. The biggest bear, a bear that's too big for Colorado. He was the size of a polar bear. And I busted them, and then he went right down to his front paws and pretended to be a bear. This is something they're teaching them. If you ever get caught, pretend to be a bear. And it works, because even if the person that caught you doesn't buy it, it'll never go beyond them. They just know how our world works. They just know. I don't know how, but they just know the response of even his own mom. Oh, that's nice, dear. I believe you. It's just how the world works. They understand it completely better than we do, apparently. I'm sure that's just a stump, but it's so black I had to stop. I actually stopped just to zoom on. I always watch it. I don't see a whole heck of a lot ever going on up there. Although I think they go up there. It's weird. You can tell. How do I know? Oh, yeah, because of that. Well, because of where I am, but there's some kind of... Oh, it's right there. You got to be further back to see all the faces. There's so many different ones. That's a whole giant face on the side. I think that's an X right there. There's an X right in the rocks right there. And then let's do a quick one out here. Let's go long. Going long. It's going to be a little crooked just so, because that way I can keep it steady. It's so far away. You know how long it would take you to get to there? I got like a mile from there or two. I know that's special because that where I go, not there, but sort of, but back over in there. So this is 10 times. It's got to be one of the most amazing places in the world to visit them, right up there, right in that forest above. See how beautiful that forest is? I'll bet you the structures up there are real special. You know, it's just what I tell you. It's the view. It's the good ones always get the best spots. And let me tell you, that's a best spot. I promise it's a best spot. The day I made it out there almost, like I was halfway out. It gets all flat when you get on the other side of this. Not flat, but kind of like you can see. And that's where I was out, and then I came back, and that's when I saw him. Right on that tree. I can tell you right now, it's that tree right there. That's where I saw him. It's that tree. It's the biggest tree. It's so big. Where is it? There's a big pine tree, and I think it's that one right there. It's so much bigger than it looks on the camera. You got to be in there to see how big it is. They're right in there, that whole forest right there. And I saw them. Like I said, the craziest thing is I walked through the forest first, went out there, and then when I came back, he was there. It's almost, I'm realizing today, it took me this long, that it's almost like it was a setup. Because I know these guys. They know I was there. There's no way that they would have been sitting in that seat when I came back. Unless it was somehow they were trying to like set me up. So I was like, oh, I guess bears do sit in the seats. Like just these particular ones down here. I don't know. Because maybe they thought they were going to get in trouble or something. I don't know how the whole world works in their world. I just know, you know, the main big worlds that I go to. I feel like it's been etched in stone up there with Mark. And it's like they know exactly what I'm doing. They showed me how to do it and what to look for. Over now. It's a very stupid thing to do. Unless you're the best, then you can do it. Remember, they're not visible most of the time. I'm always trying to bust them out of it, but I think they're getting to the point now. It looks like, I think they're telling me that there's been some kind of change. See if you can see the face with that. That there's been too many instances, I think quite a few that we're not aware of too. Like think about the things that happen on this earth, and you and I might not know about it. Not even a secret. You just don't hear about it. You can only hear about so many things. I have a feeling it's like everything. We just think we're just under these impressions that, you know, that someone's going to tell us everything, and that's just not the way it is. In fact, we're told nothing. That's why they keep you involved with like football and tennis. They always. Did you ever see them bringing up the earth? Did you ever see mainstream or, you know, your leaders bringing up the earth as a topic and where you're from? Has it ever happened? Because they already know. Why wouldn't they talk about it? Why wouldn't it be discussed? It's called the crash of